Tonight's topic is life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. Recently, I've had the opportunity of being introduced to a very influential young man by the name of Cant, who has his own take on what he thinks marriage is about. Take a look.
Man who knows he wants to get married can be married in 6 months. That's what you're asking.
Okay.
And that's the thing is, if men decide they want to get married and decide to go looking for a wife, and you already are looking for the woman that fits you.
Right.
So if you see that today we are more connected than ever before.
That's right.
You want to know about a woman, get her social security number, get her driver's license, and run a background
There you
check
go.
on her. Then after that, if it comes back clear, you can vet a woman thoroughly. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to find love. I'm trying to find minimum risk and maximum outcome.
There you go. And you can find minimum risk and maximum outcome in 6 months or less.
Yeah, damn right.
That's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, if you're looking for love, if you're looking for companionship, it's going to take you quite a while to thoroughly vet a woman. But if you're looking for a woman who's attractive enough to keep you satisfied in the bedroom, have enough utility to help you outside of the bedroom, it doesn't really take very long. See, you're not looking for love. You're looking for respect. I'm looking to make a deal. That can be done in 6 months, and probably a lot less if a man understands women on that level.
Our culture has allowed women to become lazy. I don't swim. My hair, my nails, my this, my that, and I'm sorry, it just won't work.
Now, for Mr. Samuels, I will say that I agree to a lot of his content. However, I'm a wife. And not only a wife, I'm a professional wife, meaning I've been married 3 times. Oh yes, 3's a charm. So in being married 3 times, I've learned the fundamentals of marriage. And I learned that marriage is not just about love, marriage is about commitment. And if you're looking for marriage, that's one thing. If you're looking for love, well, that's something completely different. And tonight we're gonna get down right into it. So I wanted to reach out to the women who aspire to be married, women that are looking for love in all the wrong places. And Mr. Samuels here, who feels that marriage, people should be married within 6 months of knowing each other. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think there's time that you need to take time to vet someone, to be familiar with someone, and to know someone's quirks. But oftentimes, and far too many times, we jump into things that we marry the wrong people for the wrong reasons. Sometimes we marry the right people for the wrong reasons. And what I mean by that is, I married twice for the right reasons, but it didn't work. I married a 3rd time for maybe not the right reason, but I came to understand that it's a commitment and not just marrying for love. So when you're looking at traditional women versus modern women, Mr. Samuels feels like this about that. Listen.
What effort are women putting in today? Women still want men to move in a traditional way, but yet you're not traditional women.
Is
there a crickets button?
I'm confused how I'm asking men to act in a traditional way.
Yes, you want men to be traditional. I mean, most women, okay, I run a show that has anywhere from 15 to 20,000 people watching every night. And women around the world consistently say they want a man that's earning in the high 5, low 6 figures. They want to have 2 to 3 kids and be married. Most women want the top 10% of men. You can go watch my channel and see this bared out. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, and other, across the board. All these women are given an option. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant? The answer comes back overwhelmingly no, meaning they want to be traditional stay-at-home housewives. They weren't raised that way. They weren't cultured that way. They're not even equipped to be that way, but yet and if you ask them, could you date an average guy earning $50,000? Even women coming straight out of college turn their nose up. Men accept this, excuse me, ma'am. Men accept it. Can I finish my example?
Today you said he's making $80,000 and that wasn't enough.
Okay, so men accept this. Men accept the fact that college men accept the fact that they're in school right now with women their own age, that 80 years ago they could have married and had a family early on. Now they're looking at these same women, and these same women would not even look at these guys unless they're making six figures. Men have accepted the unfairness in the marketplace. It's not fair for men. 18 to 30, men used to could get married. Now you can't even really consider getting married till you're 35 plus because you have to have resources. That's the new marketplace. The thing is, but let me finish. Let me say this, and I'll turn it over. Men have accepted that and adjusted. The difference is the women are not bringing in. Women in mass are bringing this. Ask them what you want, you get War and Peace. Ask you what you bring to the table, you can't write it on the back of a stamp. You get access to my body, which is not virgin, which is not even low miles, which you've given to somebody before. And in some cases, you've even shared your womb. You're not even really feminine like women used to be. You don't even have the domestic skills, the home skills. So I would submit today that modern women are asking for an unfair deal from modern men.
That's right. He feels that traditional women don't hold the same values, are held stronger values than modern women do. And the thing about that is traditional women were married to the commitment, not married to love. So ladies, if you're looking for marriage, I'm your girl. I'm the godmother and your auntie. Because Mr. Samuels feels like you can learn how to be married from your mother, when in fact I completely disagree. You learn marriage from your aunts, because your aunts hold secrets that your mama don't want to tell you. You see, mama doesn't want you to be exposed to all the things. She doesn't want you to know all of her vulnerabilities, but your auntie will show you how to do it and show you how to do it right. And so what I mean by that is I come from a family where my mother she was not my primary provider. She was not my primary caregiver. My grandmother was. And I was raised with a host of aunts on both sides of the family. So my mother had a serious drug addiction, as did my dad. And as a result of that, I was raised with my grandmother, who I absolutely adore. She's the queen of my world. And she raised maybe 300 plus children in and out of the home. So she was a foster parent, but she was my grandmother, and I had the opportunity of living with her. But most importantly, she was an amazing wife. And as a wife who's been married more than over half of my life, I have some real good tricks of the trade and tools that I think that would help you women that are looking for love, looking for marriage. We'll say that. Looking for love, looking for marriage. I'll help you figure out how to make it happen. There are some things that we just feel like we should not do when it comes to our men. And ladies, I'm sorry to say that we're wrong. Sometimes we've got to bow down and bow out and be graceful. Men don't want women that are argumentative and combative. Sometimes you got to let them know where you're coming from now. Please understand where I'm coming from. I'm not saying to just be no fool for nobody. Sometimes but you got to play the fool sometimes. Sometimes you've got to know how to pick your arguments, because everything's not worth the argument. Sometimes you've got to learn how to start the argument. What I mean by start the argument, sometimes you got to start a soft argument so that you let him win. Start the argument and then you come back, oh babe, you were right. I didn't even consider it like that. You were absolutely right. What that does is build his self-esteem, and it makes him feel macho. It makes him feel like the man, because you just told him that he was right. And that's what men want to do. They want to win. So let him win. Let him win. If he's doing what he's supposed to do, taking care of you and providing for you and loving and nurturing you the way you feel like you deserve, let him win. And even if he's not, if he's providing a home and a life for you, then you find other ways to feel nurtured. Nurture yourself. Go out into nature, or allow something else to consume your time that nurtures you, like a massage, like cleaning up your house. That's number one we need to start with. Tyler Perry said it in one of his old films. He said, while you young ladies out shopping, you need to be checking the deed. But you don't want to do that. You want to go out and be cute and wear your long nails and your long eyelashes and your long fingernails. But that's not what men are looking for. Now, yeah, I will admit that I'm not all natural tonight. However, in my day-to-day, I'm just a very simple sister. And despite the fact that Kevin Samuels seems to think that, you know, if you're not a size 6 or a size 4, you're not qualified or quantified to be someone's wife. Well, I beg to differ, because I'm a plus size beauty queen. No, I'm just joking. But I am a queen though. You know, and my husband loves me. He adores me. He takes good care of me. He's a great provider. Been married to him almost 9 years. And he takes care of his house. He takes care of his wife, as he should. Now, here's the thing. I wouldn't have it any other way. And neither should you. I'm going to share a few things with you that my aunts taught me that my mother never would. As a woman, you are sitting on $1 million. Did you hear me? You are sitting on $1 million. So you should never be broke, especially when you have a husband. Okay? So ladies, if you're out there and you're looking for love and you're looking for a husband and you want to talk to a woman who knows, who's a professional wife, who's been around the block a few times, give me a call. You can reach me directly at this number right here. Did you see it? Did you get it? Okay. All right, good. So the next topic I would like to just briefly touch on is, you know, again, the modern women versus traditional women. And oftentimes, traditional women, they took care of the house and they took care of the kids. They didn't have jobs. They didn't go out, you know, and fight in this hustle and bustle everyday world. They weren't innovators in terms of like, you know, men ruled the world. Men ran the world because men built the world. And we as women stayed home and took care of our men. And oftentimes we don't do that anymore because we want to be the doctors and the lawyers and the nurses. And that's amazing. I'm a professional woman. I'm a high value woman as well. So I am not degreed and I'm not opposed to that. I absolutely think that we should all pursue, you know, higher education and excellence. Absolutely. But as a woman, I don't feel like I should have to work or need to work if I have a husband, because I could live by myself and pay my own bills. But once you get a husband, there's a certain level of responsibility that comes with that title. You know, the Bible says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And that means as a helpmate. However, Mr. Samuel seems to think that we should go out and we should look for the man. We should let him know, hey, babe, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Are you single? Well, you got somebody? Because I'm single too, and I was just wondering, you know, want to get married in 2 or 3 months? Want to have some kids after 5 or 6 months? Yeah, no, that's not the way to handle it. What it is you've got to bring something to the table as a woman. He needs to bring something to the table as a man, and those two things need to be different. You see, it's like a plate of food, you know? You put the plate on the table, but you have to have some goodies on the table. So you got to add a few things to the table, to the plate. He needs to add a few things to the plate. He's a provider, so he provides the food, but you the spice. So you spice it right on up. Okay, and when you learn how to merge those two together, it can be a really good partnership. Now, although Kevin Samuels seems to think that marriage should not be a partnership, it actually and absolutely is. Marriage is a commitment, and once you sign a marriage license, that makes you legally partners, life partners. Okay? So ladies, if you're looking to be married, I urge that you marry someone that you make a good partner with, not someone that you just, oh, I'm just so in love with him because he has muscles and he's ripped and he's cut and, you know, because he's hung long. At the end of the day, you want somebody that you do good business with, whether you're in business like a traditional brick and mortar business like this or not, but someone that you make good partners with, someone that you can be in a relationship with. What I mean by that is someone that you can relate to, because at the end of the day of the marriage, that's all you're going to be able to do is relate, is have a conversation, is be a support system for one another. Okay, there's so many wonderful tricks and tips and things that I'll be sharing with you as we progress. And as I start to bring in callers, I want to have that direct one-on-one with you. I want to help you land a happy, healthy marriage, a happy, healthy commitment, longevity, long-term. Prior to being married to my current husband, I was married for 23 years to the love of my life. No doubt about that. Everybody knew it. It wasn't no secret, and it's still no secret. My husband even knows it. But the fact of the matter is, we didn't do good business together. We were not good business partners. We did not make good life partners at that time. Life had its way of turning us in two different directions. He's living his life and I'm living mine. Is he happy? Who knows? Am I happy? Who knows? But what I do know is that I'm safe and I'm secure and I'm financially free. So whether I choose to get up and go to a job tomorrow or not, I have a husband. That shouldn't even be a question. So ladies, number one, it's great to pursue education and it's great to pursue higher excellence. But it's also great to have a husband who will provide a comfortable life and lifestyle for you because you deserve that. But on the flip of that, now if you just ghetto and ratchet and you just a ratchet ass wife and you got the long lashes, you got you fanning and you got long nails and you can't even properly prepare a meal for him or you can't properly wipe your, you know what I mean. That's not what men want they want that to look at. They don't want that to wife. That's not what they're looking for to take home to their mother, to their family. They're looking for someone that's respectable, somebody that's a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So, Betty Wright said it, or I believe it's Betty Wright. But anyway, the song goes, you can't show your feet to every guy you meet. It's all right to be a little sweet. You be a mama with the kids and you know what in them sheets. No pain, no gain. So yeah, you might not find in this modern day, in this modern time, you might not find what you presume to be your Mr. Right in terms of the way he looks or dresses or even carries himself. But if he's Mr. Right for you, then let it work for you and you be the best version of yourself for him. Oftentimes, we as women, we want it all. We want a man to look good, feel good, smell good, touch good, kiss good, taste good, provide for us good and all that. But what are we giving back? Let me show you just one little secret that I think women fail to do in a marriage. For example, when your husband gets up and he steps out of the room, freshen the bed up, fluff his pillows, shake those sheets so it's fresh and crispy when he comes back. Clean off the side of his nightstand. Run him a bath water when he least expect it. When he wakes up, have something fresh, cold on ice next to his bedside. So he doesn't have to walk downstairs if you have stairs like I did. He doesn't have to walk down 2 flights of stairs to get to the kitchen. Or better yet, why don't you just buy just a small refrigerator to put in the room so that it's convenient for him? Oftentimes, we as women bombard our men and stress them out. They come home from work, they've had a long day. First thing we want to do is start questioning and talking. They don't want to hear none of that. What they want is just to woosah. They want to decompress. They want to come into a place of peace. And that's what home should look and feel like. So you have got to learn, ladies, to be the comfort for your man. You've got to learn to be that soft spot, even when sometimes you feel that you need to be tough. Now, understand that my husband and I have had some knockdown blowouts, so I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But what I am is a successfully married wife. And that's because I was raised and reared by successfully married women who taught me by example what marriage looks like. So I'd like to hear from you. You know, if you're looking to get married, what are the reasons? What do you think are the things that are stopping you? What do you feel like that you're doing wrong and not attracting, you know, a husband? Now, for me, like I said, I've been married 3 times. And proposed to 9 times. I must be doing something right. 9 proposals. That's a lot. I'm 52 years old. I'm a college graduate. I am a filmmaker. I am a ghostwriter, and I've written for some of the most notorious people in the world. Billboard charting artists, Grammy-nominated artists. Yeah. Some of those, you know, still under contract, so I'm going to be very careful about what I say. Yeah, some of the mega church. I'm going to say this, pastor, bishop, however you want to term it. Yes, I've done a lot of writing for some of those very highly influential people, particularly men. Oh yes, I wrote and helped to write many sermons. So I know my Bible pretty well. Although, you know, I'm not in church like I should be. I guess maybe none of us are, especially now with COVID and everything going on. But I do know God. I do know the Lord, and I do know right from wrong. And, you know, far too many times we as women feel like we right, we know it all. You know, the reason I don't have no husband is because he's not worthy of me. The reason I ain't got no man, listen, I'm happily single. No, you're not. Stop lying. You are not happily single. And if you are happily single, okay, kudos to you and bravo to you, if that's the life you want. But if you're 32, 33 plus, you're not happily single. You're looking for love, possibly, in my opinion, maybe in all the wrong places. The bottom line to me is that you shouldn't be looking for love at all. You should be looking for a commitment. He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. He should be looking for you, actually. But, you know, I digress from that. So, you know, oftentimes we as women, in addition to that, we feel like it's never our fault. It's never our fault if a marriage didn't work. It's their fault. We want to put the blame all on the man. And no, it's not. Oftentimes it's not the man's fault. Sometimes it's because we talk too damn much. Learn how to just learn how to just bow out gracefully. Sometimes you got to just take that L. You don't have to win every argument with your husband or with your mate or with your boyfriend. It's okay to let them feel like they won. It's okay. Listen, no. I hear you over there. I hear you. Look, I'm not going to be with all of that and you doing all of that and this. That's not what he's looking for at all. Now, I don't agree with Mr. Samuels that you have to be a size 4 or size 6 to attract a man, because some men just like it, you know. But it has to be sometimes the way you look at him, the way you blush when he speaks to you. You get more bees with honey, they say. Have you ever heard that? That you get more bees with honey? Is that what it is? Well, I'm not going to put no sugar on no shit. So I'm going to tell you the raw, the real, and the uncut. If you are looking for love, you are looking for a life, and you are looking for a life of happiness, and you're on the pursuit of happiness to be married, yeah, check out my next video, because we're going to get deep down and all deep up into it. But I'm going to sign out for now. I'll be back. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, be a friend, and come on in. All right? We're going to do this live real soon. Okay? So I am your girl, Miss Cookie, the director, and I'm always coming to you live and direct and in full effect. Ladies, we're going to get you husband up, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Not only am I going to show you how to get married, I'm going to show you how to stay married. And it's not about, you know, It's not about sex all the time. It's not even about that. Sometimes it's just the illusion. It's an illusion. You ready for it? All right, here it is. See you soon.